Compatible. Complementary.
Compliment. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Tyler, are you done? Are you filming?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Alrighty, so now we're gonna take our lists and we're gonna make a giant list as a class on the board.
Ooh.
This lovely board here. So, Jillian, why don't you tell us some words that your favorite words that you know, like the top 3 words that you picked.
Okay.
Tell me your top 3 that you think really represent the color wheel.
Organizes.
It's like a bagel.
Organized, great.
Compares. And
Oh, you went like hardcore on the adjectives.
compliments.
Great.
So I like described it.
Okay, that's fine. We want that. Go ahead.
Okay, it's round. It's colorful.
Well,
It's 2-dimensional.
Hey man, she said there were no wrong answers.
There are no wrong answers in this exercise.
It's separated into different colors.
Okay.
It's segmented,
Segmented.
if that's the right word.
Yeah, and then give me one more.
It's used for educational purposes.
Cool. Jillian, you want to give me one more?
Yes. It is
Inspiring.
descriptive. No, I hate that one. Blend.
Ooh, I like
Blind.
it. Okay, Tyler, tell me some of your adjectives you did.
Shows you
I said
blend your colors.
that it's a wheel,
Good.
shows gradients from color to color.
Ooh,
Does it though?
Mm-hmm.
it does.
Do they
that's a good
usually
point.
have it?
Maybe we need a
We need to look
really
up some
good
color
picture
wheels.
of the color wheel for Curtis's sake.
Even if it's a very contrast, like pink
That's-
to red
Well, that's
to
what I was
whatever,
getting at.
it's still a gradients of a sort.
That's what
So
I was
it-
getting at with segmented, so we kind
Cool.
of have like the same thing.
Okay, so now all of us are going to pick our top 3 out of our list that we created with this.
What do you mean?
So like us 4,
Oh, out of these.
out
ones.
of these ones, we're gonna pick the 3 ones that best fit.
I liked educational
Okay?
because I feel like why else would you have it unless it was to. Oh, you know what other word I used was label. To give things a label.
Label. Cool.
I
Oh,
guess
that
that's
was
one of
a
our favorites.
thing. Label. Great. That's a good one.
So we should like each pick one. Then.
Yeah, pick one.
'Cause there's
Let's
3
do
of
that.
us.
That's a good plan. Let's pick
We all pick
one
one.
each. Yeah, pick the best one.
Can
we
I
think.
change round to circular? It's important.
Is it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Circular.
Okay, what's your favorite, Curtis?
Circular.
Okay. There we go. Who said
Only because she
2-dimensional?
picked educational.
It doesn't matter who picked it 2-dimensional. It's
Yeah, I'll pick educational.
educational. Okay,
Mhm.
Tyler, you pick a word.
No, it probably would have been a good one.
Gradient.
Colorful.
Gradient.
Ooh, fancy.
Interesting.
My word.
For
Okay.
one of our chosen words, because it's up there.
So this is where the exercise gets really exciting. So, as you guys can see on the next column, it says list of animals. What you're gonna do in this section, and it's just gonna be, it's a concept exercise. So just go with it.
gradient animal, Tyler.
Yes.
Good
So
going.
what you're gonna do for this exercise is you're going to think of animals that are circular, educational, or gradient.
Oh.
I got one.
Not all 3 of them combined.
You can do either all 3 together or one. Actually, you know what? Let's pick one out of those 3. So out of those 3, which one do we want to
I want
do?
to see if anyone can come up with gradient.
With an educational
With
animal.
gradient?
Yes.
Okay.
Gradient.
So now you have to list in animals that are gradient.
I totally
Thanks,
have
Jillian.
This. I totally,
Wow.
Actually, that is
I
part
call
of the,
chameleon.
that's the actual exercise. So
I was thinking of like some kind of
Okay.
like.
keep your animals to yourself for the sake of the exercise.
The parrot.
Okay,
Oh.
just
Keep
keep
them
them
to
to yourself. Yep, there you go.
Okay, well I am claiming them.
And just write them down. as you can think of. And they can be a stretch too. Like if you can't really like
Can we define gradient first? real quick?
Grade, as in like graduating. The
Gradient.
Latin
Yeah,
grad.
from the
meaning
internet.
steps.
From the internets, please.
the definition of gradient is an inclined part of a road or railway, a slope, or an
A
increase
sloped
or
animal.
decrease in the magnitude of a property, temperature, pressure, a concentration. So it would be color.
An
Observed
increase or
in passing
decrease.
from
Just
one
leave
point
that
or moment, to another.
another.
So
It'd be changing
that.
from one thing to another. So it'd be like yellow to green. That would be a gradient.
Cool.
But not.
Well,
not.
any
It could be
any
anything.
property really.
You can use the definition of gradient in your own way that you would like.
Can we leave the definition up?
I just erased
I
it.
can't think of a single educational animal. Except for an owl.
The cow goes.
The owls are educational. They're always the smart
So
ones.
just take a couple minutes.
That's true.
Hutch.
I was thinking
sit.
animals that are in kids' books. That
Sit.
Like, you say.
Sit.
Can we focus
Hutch.
on the assignment,
Yeah,
please?
yeah, yeah.
Thank
I'm
you.
Sit.
totally done.
Thanks, Teach. How many do you want?
Just as many as you can think of.
That
Oh.
is not a number, but okay.
Okay.
You don't need a number. It's just as many as you can come up with, and it could be a stretch. It doesn't have to necessarily mean the literal definition
I've got
of
one
gradient.
for each word.
Well, we're just doing gradient.
Jillian, you got a little brown right here.
So many things I could say.
Okay, let's just go on then. All right, so list of animals that relate to gradient.
I said flamingo because it's like this white to a light pink to a luscious pink.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah, you do. Spirit animal.
List them all, though.
My other ones had to do with the other two words. I didn't follow the assignment.
Oh, okay. My
Wow.
turn?
Just, yeah, picks what is
Okay,
something
chameleon,
Yep.
parrot,
that-
How's parrot gradient?
Like a macaw.
Oh, just by color.
Yeah.
yeah.
Parrot and
Giraffe. A giraffe is a gradient of height.
I like it.
And then elephant is a gradient of width.
What?
There's no right or wrong answer.
It goes from narrow trunk.
Yeah, but there's always
To
boys
really
in
fat
school.
belly.
All right, so Tyler, what are some that
I'm
you
just
came
trying
up
to
with?
expand
I
your
went
your thinking.
zebra,
Okay.
because it goes from white to black,
Got
and chameleon and platypus, because it goes from one stage, an egg, to
Ooh,
platypus.
That's
So
a good-
all mammals.
Like an
No,
amphibian.
mammals do not.
Are the amphibians the ones
Mammals
that go
aren't
on
born
water
in
and
in
land?
eggs.
Okay, the
Platypus
I meant-
are only the
cool.
are
Okay,
the
let's
only
keep going then.
mammals
So
that
you
are born in
have
eggs,
Tyler.
which is why
I'll-
it's gradient.
Okay,
Okay.
great. I love that definition. Okay, let's continue. So now we have our list of animals that we described as gradient. So each person, look at that list. Remember the reason behind why we decided it was gradient, and pick your favorite. And then as a group, we'll pick one. So we'll narrow it down. So pick your favorites out of those ones.
got it.
Okay, what is it?
Chameleon.
Chameleon.
It's
Okay.
just the first thing that I think you would think of when you think of a gradient animal.
Great.
I said platypus.
Platypus.
Say flamingo.
Oh.
Well, that's cute. You guys chose each other's. Did you see that?
Cool.
She stole mine.
Alrighty, great. So now,
Okay.
out of those three, which one do we like the
This
most?
is declining fast.
Well, now I like flamingo.
Anyone?
Wait,
Flamingo.
you want us to do the same thing? Pick our favorite?
No, I have
No,
the
we're
three.
as a group. We're picking the one that we
Well,
want.
I'm gonna vote for a chameleon.
Does anybody
This
not
is
want
awkward.
that?
I don't
Fine,
want
I'll
chameleon.
pick. Oh.
You don't or do?
I don't want chameleon.
I still want flamingo. Do you want flamingo?
Sure.
Okay, he's outvoted.
Outvoted. I'm
It's
sorry,
flamingo.
babe. But flamingo it is. Okay. Now, in the next box,
A chameleon? Oh, flamingo.
you're going
is
to
safe.
explain
You could be.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about me.
how it feels to be a flamingo.
I don't understand. What do you mean?
How
Well,
do you,
imagine
Why
you're a
if
don't,
you
why,
flamingo.
don't, why don't you educate us,
if
Michaela?
you were a flamingo, what would you feel like? That could be interpreted
You
in
could
so
say,
many different
like,
ways.
Okay.
my ankles hurt because I always stand on one leg.
Okay.
However you want to interpret that. And list as many as you possibly can because we're going to use as many as we can. I'm going to put Hutch in the other room because he's walking around like crazy.
Put them outside.
Come here. Give you about 30 more seconds. Try to make it into one word if you can.
What?
Oh.
If
okay,
you can.
I got it.
Okay.
Descriptive words. That should have been my bad, but
Oh, no.
Okay.
But we are going to read the whole thing, right? Because I put a lot
you
of
can
effort
to
into
describe
this.
it, yeah. As long as you have your keywords. You need to have as many as you can. But that's okay. Okay.
Okay. To me, a flamingo feels like they're the posh, stuck-up, elderly blue blood women of the animal kingdom. The same way like the chameleon would be a really chillaxed, introverted gangster with a low ride.
Posh, stuck up, blue blooded,
Old
old
woman.
woman. Okay.
That's me.
But I like that.
Thank
That's
you.
cool. Okay,
That was
Curtis, what is
descriptive.
your
Okay.
description?
I feel really cool because I do this awesome head swivel thing to clean my feathers that definitely no other animal can do. And refreshed because I always stand in water. Fabulous. I just look
Fabulous.
so good.
Such a good word for a flamingo.
I love the personal narrative there. It really brings in the flamingo.
I'm glad.
That's good.
That was my
Okay.
intention.
Just wait.
All right.
Maybe you're
Tyler.
Maybe I understand the spirit of a flamingo
Tyler is
better
going to
than
share
Michaela
his
does.
description
sorry,
now.
Tyler.
Jeez, you guys are the worst.
Hey, we just enjoy class.
I feel.
Remember, this is my grade, my final grade, just as a point. Continue.
Can I go
Tyler.
now,
Yeah.
Jillian? I feel cheated that every day is leg day, but you can never tell.
That's fantastic.
I love it. Okay, is that all you got?
And then I also
Okay.
feel weirded out that all these other things are standing on 4 legs, but I'm only standing on 1.
Aw.
Weirded out.
And then I also feel festive.
Festive.
Cute.
Cool.
I like this game.
This is a good list.
feels like a game.
It,
We
it
should
does
do
feel
this
like a
more
game,
often.
but it has a purpose. It
I
keeps
thought
you.
the purpose was the game.
It is, but it has a purpose behind the game. Okay, so now this is the fun part.
Oh.
It's a little bit more tricky, but it's more
Okay.
interesting. So out of this list, you're going to take 2 of the descriptive words that you think contrast each other.
Okay.
And then list as many of those contrasting elements as you can. So,
Stuck
for
up and
example, if
refreshed.
there
I was
was,
gonna say old and refreshed.
yeah, so yeah, write them down so then we
Okay.
can make a list of them.
Oh,
Yeah. So just take that list and find the
This is blue
adjectives that
bottom.
you think most
Rich.
contrast each other. And you can do multiples.
Like
We want
think,
multiple lists
Think
of different things that contrast.
trust fund kids.
This will be interesting. I'm excited.
Oh, that's sexist.
I know.
Oh, I got it.
Woman had to be in there, huh?
Oops. Sorry. Could have been worse.
Oh. You're
Maybe
good.
you have that.
I'm good.
We're good?
Yeah. You guys?
That's the
Yeah.
best I can do.
Alrighty, cool. Let me just change the size of this real fast. Okay. So what, Jillian, did you come up with?
So my opposites were stuck up and festive,
Okay.
old and refreshed, cool and posh. 'Cause I don't feel like posh people are very cool. And blue blood and cheated. Because they're not cheated.
They cheat.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Old and refreshed is already on there. I did festive and cheated because festive is like a celebration. Cheated people
It's sad.
are the opposite. Cool and weirded out. I feel like that's pretty
Huh.
opposite.
That's a good one.
And that's it.
Okay, Tyler, what did you come up with?
Old and cool.
I almost did woman and cool.
I couldn't do that one
realized
because
how
I know
bad that
some
was.
cool old people.
Stuck up and fabulous. I did blue blood and cheated as well, and then I did posh and festive.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that.
Cool. Those are actually some really fun ones. I like it. Okay. So, with that list, now we're going to pick our favorite. So, everyone pick your own favorite.
Blue blood and cheated.
I'd like posh and festive.
Posh and festive. And
I like old and refreshed.
Uh-oh. Now what do we do?
now we got to pick one of those.
Okay.
So I know you guys don't like picking what I pick.
Yes.
But old and refreshed works really well for
Well,
the
are we
next
trying
category.
to find like the actual most opposite thing? Or
Contrast.
are we trying to find something that fits the next category?
No, we're trying
little
to find
cheater.
the contrast.
The contrast.
Yeah.
Focus on the moment now. Don't think about the next category.
I think that posh and festive is very contrasting because that's something that sets apart like blue-blooded yuppie people is you're not going to see someone like that at Mardi Gras or Carnival.
Dude, Curtis, she just used the word yuppie.
So
So I win.
Yeah.
So I guess
okay, we're going with that.
posh and festive it is.
Ooh.
Which means now you list emotions that are posh and festive. Both of those things. So think about it. That's a harder one because you have to think about both.
Wait,
of them
they have to
together.
be both posh and festive at the same time?
If they can.
Mm. Oh, I've got a
Emotions.
good one.
Can you put a definition of posh up?
It's your own definition of posh, but okay.
I can't define my own freaking word. It has a definition.
You're such an analytical person.
Yes, we know this.
Yeah, but they don't.
Well, now they do.
Elegant or fashionable.
Hmm.
That's your definition.
That doesn't have the same negative connotation.
Oh, these are supposed
Oh,
to
list
be
of emotions. I was thinking things.
I was so writing nouns.
I'm so glad you listened to my instructions.
I can't think of emotions that do with words. What?
It's
that
a stretch.
have to do with both.
You can do both for the. That's the goal is
Fine.
both. But if you can't think of both, then you can do either or.
Isn't festive an emotion technically?
You decide.
Okay.
I don't like
Be a
these rules.
philosophy teacher.
These rules
Okay,
aren't
festive
actually rules.
and posh
It just makes you think critically. So just think.
emotion.
And it can be, like I said, like all the other categories, it can be a stretch. It's up to you.
Emotions.
Mm-hmm. Happy, sad, angry, upset, frustrated.
This is like bending my mind in a weird way that I don't know how to make it work.
Wait a second. That's a noun.
Rip.
I can't.
I know, it gets your mind.
Did you do this activity?
Careful.
You did?
Mhm.
Okay.
In a different context, but yes, it did.
Aha. Is that an emotion? Or just an adjective?
We'll find out. Just think of one.
Just one? Oh.
At least one.
At least one. That's, yeah.
At least one adjective or emotion that might relate to posh or festive. Think about it, festive. There's so many emotions that can go with that.
Yeah.
When you're festive, how do you feel?
When you're posh, how do you feel?
Mm-hmm.
Ah. There we go.
I don't know how I feel when I'm posh. I'm not posh.
Then think about how you feel when you're festive.
Hmm.
There we go. I got it work.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So, what are some of our words that we picked?
Alert. Energetic. Entitled.
That's the word I was looking for.
Should I keep going?
Do you have any more?
Yes.
She has a lot more.
Happy.
Show off.
Attentive.
Hey,
Yeah.
quality over quantity, man.
Brown noser.
Arrogant.
Hey, I can do it too.
Well, then do it.
I am.
Okay. One more. Unless you don't have any more.
One
aware.
more.
Okay, Curtis.
Limitless, unbound, free.
You stole that from me.
Those are good.
Did not.
Me.
I like that.
So much better than mine.
Cool. Next one.
Well, I did
My
free,
coat's coming
Okay.
off. Look.
condescending, and show-offy.
Condescending and show-offy. Emotion. Interesting. Okay, so let's look at those emotions and pick our emotion that we want to.
Did you say what?
Embody.
Because you weren't expecting that?
What's the... yes. What are we trying to... Like, is it what we like or what we...
Which one do you think is our favorite one that are emotions that are posh and festive?
That are both of them.
Entitled.
I liked the unbound because posh people feel
But they are bound.
entitled, and festive people also feel unbound.
Well, they
But
posh
the thing-
people feel
you say
powerful.
you
That's
like
why they feel
arrogant?
unbound.
Right.
Or which one did you say?
I said entitled.
Entitled.
I like unbound
But
too.
how are festive people entitled?
they're entitled to a good time. They're entitled to whatever celebration they're looking for.
Huh.
Well, Curtis, did you pick unbound too?
Yeah.
So by that, the word is unbound. So the next part of this exercise is interesting.
Okay.
Create an analogy explaining the color wheel with relation to being unbound.
Okay.
So you're comparing the color wheel to the word unbound. How are they similar and how are they different? Cool, huh?
So
Makes you think.
different.
Going back to the lesson.
Okay. How are they?
To be fair, I would
similar?
classify this as more of an exercise because we are essentially teaching ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all I have to say.
Good point. Good point. I'm sure you'll hear about that later.
I hope I don't fail because of that comment.
Yeah, way to go, Curtis.
She hasn't
Hey, man.
finished. Okay.
Yeah, this is just the exercise to get your
Well-
brains working.
Well, when would you do an exercise in a lesson?
All the time.
That's what he's saying in a lesson.
Okay, good. You guys are just adding to my point. I appreciate that.
Okay. How about we focus on the assignment right now, yeah?
Not adding.
Okay. You picked the wrong.
All right,
page.
Tyler.
Okay. Ooh. Ow. Create an analogy.
Just like the color wheel is unbound because
Okay.
kind of idea.
Oh, Jillian. Dude.
I got it.
In one sentence if you can. I love that word unbound. I love how we got to that. That's cool. It fits really well.
I am a genius.
Are you done? Cool. Are you done, Tyler?
Almost. Yeah, okay.
Alrighty. Wow. I thought I knew what the color wheel was.
Oh my gosh.
No, seriously.
You good?
Look up at that, Curtis.
It doesn't have to be a whole thesis, baby. It can be
It's an analogy.
okay. You do you.
I really love my concept.
Okay. I'm excited to hear it.
Breathless to hear it.
All right. Give it a
Great.
shot.
Okay, I'm so excited. Okay. Jillian, would you like to share your
Yes.
analogy?
Okay, color wheels have to do with being unbound because there are infinite colors, and a circle is also infinite. So literally, a color wheel knows no bounds.
I like it. I like it. Curtis, what did you write?
Okay. The color wheel is a flow. Much like the wind, you can move any direction on the color wheel, forward, backward, even across. And like how the air will end up in a new location, you will find a new color.
I like it.
Geometry-wise, a circle is described as having an infinite amount of angles, which is what makes it a circle. Each angle I'd like to think of is having a color, in which case it kind of like what Jillian was saying is makes this round that provides an infinite amount of color and point
Angles.
spot,
Cool.
and in which provides its own unboundedness.
I like it. Okay, that's
Especially
cool.
that
So
last
you had your own personal revelation of what the color wheel means in the unbound sense, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So if we look up here, this is an example of a color wheel. There's a lot of jargon in here, and I don't want you guys to worry about it because we'll get to it in our next lesson. However, you can see that there are an infinite amount of different opportunities to create colors by using the different warm colors, cool colors, what complements, what's dominant. There's all different kinds of phrasing that you can use here, and we'll learn what those all mean. But for now, I want you to just focus on the idea of unbound color wheel because you guys created that definition for yourselves. We as a class are going to create our own color wheels. So for your assignment, for your homework assignment, you're going to create a color wheel that cannot be a wheel. It's a different representation of how color transitions in your own way. It can be anything. It could be on a chameleon, and you can make a chameleon and make it show the different color contrast. It can be a rainbow, which I don't recommend because it's a very easy way out of doing it. But you can see different varieties of showing what the color wheel would look like in a regular sense, or just another representation. So that's what you'll be doing for your homework assignment, and that will be due next time. And that's my lesson. The end.